Today I'm going to show you how to wrap sublimation tumblers so you can get perfect results every time. Hi y'all, and welcome to Daily Dose of DIY. My name is Chris. Wrapping tumblers can be a little bit tricky. It's not too hard, but there are some tips you'll need to know to get a perfect wrap so you can get perfect transfers every time. We're going to jump right in and I'm going to show you the supplies I'm going to use and how to wrap your tumbler so you get no lines or ghosting. Let's go. I'm using this 4-pack Sublimation Tumbler set today from HTV Ront. You can get an amazing deal on them right now. Plus, if you check the description, I have an extra 5% off coupon code that you can use through November 28th. So this HTV Ront pack comes with sublimation paper and the shrink wrap sleeves, plus you get the stainless steel straw and the rubber grip from the bottom. They really are a great quality tumbler. Of course, you're also going to need some sublimation transfers. You can use the two I have made here for free. There's a link in the description below. Just follow that link, fill out your first name and email address. We will send you the link to our free resource library of SVG and sublimation designs right away. And of course, you'll find this one under sublimation designs. Of course, you'll need a paper trimmer to trim the design, alcohol wipes to clean your tumbler, some heat transfer tape. The Pinch Perfect tool really comes in handy for getting a tight wrap, but it's not required. And finally, you'll need a hairdryer to shrink the wrap. We're going to start with trimming up our paper. You want to trim one edge of the design right up to the design edge, and then trim the extra parts off of the top and the bottom of the design. Next, we're going to clean off our tumbler and get it ready for the transfer. I really love these little single-use alcohol wipes. I keep a container of them in my craft room. I will link you to them in the description down below. Once your tumbler is dry, it's time to wrap it. I place the transfer with the trimmed edge facing toward me. Next, place your tumbler over the transfer. Make sure the top of the design is facing the top of the cup. I've put a few transfers on upside down, and that's never fun. Center the tumbler top to bottom on the design and get it as straight as you can. Next, pull that trimmed edge up around the cup and roll the tumbler until you get to the end of the design. When you get to the end, you may notice that the edges of the paper don't line up on the top and bottom. If that's the case, slide the edges together and then make sure your paper is still tight against the tumbler. Once everything is good to go, add a piece of tape to the seam at the end. This is where the Pinch Perfect tool really comes in handy. It will keep your paper tight while you are taping. But if you don't have one, you can hold the paper tight with one hand as you tape down the seams with your other. Next, add some tape all the way down the seam from the top and the bottom to make sure we do not have any gaps. The last step is the most important for a good transfer without any lines. There is an overlap to the edges of the paper, and we need to find the edge of the paper on the inside. Take your fingernail and run it down that edge. If you don't have long nails, a scoring stylus works amazingly well, as does a spoon or the back end of a butter knife. This is how you wrap a tumbler for sublimation to get perfect results. Of course, I have to show you the end result, so I'm going to go ahead and add my shrink wrap tube and put the tumblers in my toaster oven. Be sure to check out my sublimation playlist for how to make sublimation tumblers in an oven, plus many more sublimation tutorials. Once the tumblers are cool to the touch, you can go ahead and unwrap them. I love the vibrant colors on the stained glass snowman design. It turned out perfectly with no seam lines. The poinsettias also really pop, and the glitter lettering is so much fun. Don't forget you can save an extra 5% off these sublimation tumbler links from HTV Ront. Just check the description down below for your coupon code. Thank you so much for crafting with me today and making these fun tumblers. Now you know how to wrap them to get perfect transfers every time. Don't forget you can grab these free designs. The link is in the description down below, and be sure to like and subscribe for more fun crafts. God bless.